at the room you guys are currently talking in.
Yes.
Unless, are you in the tavern proper, or do you go
No,
back to
we're in a
I'll get it. Hello?
Adra's standing there looking a little nervous. She goes,
Hi, sorry to bother you. Is that bear one of yours?
Oh! Yes, Trinket! Isn't he adorable?
You might want to go.
and you hear in the tavern,
I'll be right back.
You head downstairs, and you can see all the dwarves are now gathered around the fighting ring in the center of the
Oh,
tavern.
no!
And Trinket's now inside the ring
Oh,
with a couple other dwarves around, like kind of just prodding and pushing it into the ring.
No.
Oh my god.
There's Roush is cheering, like, yeah. They're not even listening to you at this point. There's just.
I followed my sister downstairs.
I'll come down too.
I run down
I'm following
with
down.
Grog.
Okay. As you guys head down, you can see now Bulgus is now up and like up in his chin and like.
Bulgus!
No,
Fought a bear before.
Trinket, come here!
Trinket.
Am I allowed to cuss?
Yeah.
Trinket, come here!
You are very much allowed to curse.
Okay,
Isn't that right, guys? Yeah. Fuck yeah!
No, and I run into the ring with him.
Okay, as you run into the ring, a couple of the dwarves kind of pat you on the back, and you kind of get a shove into the ring. There's now Trinket and you.
I'll take on this bear.
Sending him onto the ground. The orc now, its shoulder in flames, is on its back. Trinket leaps on top, reaches down, and with its jaws around its head, just bites the head. Kind of, as you see the head kind of flip into the air, it catches it in the claw and its jaws and crunches down on it.
Yes, have a meal, buddy.
Oh yeah, you want to cuddle with that? Whoa.
All right.
And say,
really?
Trinket, what are you feeling right now? What's going on? You seem very excited.
Okay, you notice Zahra leans forward and starts giving this series of low guttural sounds. Like it's weird. There's like this weird arcane interference and this strange, almost like the sound itself is being muffled and stretched. And Trinket returns to her and starts giving the same noises back. Trinket says to you essentially, "I'll do whatever it takes to protect my Vex. If this creature tries anything, I will tear its throat from its head."
He's a sexier bear than
Sounds super sexy. Very sexy bear.
And I went to the nearest shop and bought a lot of pink ribbon. And I have been furiously tying bows all through Trinket's hair the entire time they've been gone.
Actually, I'll help with that campaign.
Yeah.
I do some braids.
Yes.
I do some braids.
Yes.
And add some flowers.
Teeny tiny little braids.
Little tiny braids.
Keyleth has been weaving flowers in, and I have been knotting braids, started at the head, and then worked all the way down Trinket's back and down the tail the entire time, feverishly.
I come up for lunch. Keyleth, can I borrow you for... What in good God?
Is it important? Do you need me right now?
Listen, don't argue it.
Pretty important.
Is Trinket comfortable with this?
He's so comfortable.
Those
I
are
gave
good.
him plenty of
Those are
treats. He
good.
doesn't even know what's happening.
Boy.
Mournful, low, guttural grog. If you're pretty sure it translates to whoa.
Oh, why didn't I get more points in that?
Roll high. Come on.
Thank you for the inspiration, Dyke.
I say with advantage because Trinket's your.
Right?
You know, Trinket's been your companion for so long.
Do it.
Yes!
Which is close to what you needed because it's a very difficult feat. Over the week, you've worked with Trinket and you've worked in a technique where, as instead of a multi-attack, Trinket can do what's essentially a trample attack, meaning Trinket can roll forward and roll through anything that's equal to or smaller and damage everything in that path.
Circus bear, circus bear.
That's awesome.
So yeah, so we'll go over the logistics of that some other time, but the Trinket has now learned a roly-poly trample attack.
Should we call it the roly-poly or the cannonball?
That's your call.
Well, yeah, it's your call.
I think.
It's your call. Call what you want. I'm just
Roly-poly
saying.
is cute, cannonball is...
I think I like cannonball because that's better to shout during a battle.
No, the Trinket cannonball.
Roly-poly!
24 damage. How does Trinket want to do this?
I just killed a vampire!
Is this a first?
Is
this a first?
This is a first.
Is this a first?
I think it's Trinket's first kill.
Trinket claws crosswise and takes off his head with a bite.
Okay, so as Trinket reaches down, arcing across both claws across his back, Tylieri is dropped to his hands and knees, looks up as Trinket then puts his jaws down over the head and
Rips
lifts up As you see the flesh begin to tear on his body, he screams out in pain as the body turns to mist.
Damn it! He's a vampire.
Oh, yes!
I like to pick up the hammer and slam him down to the ground just so he's at Trinket's head height.
And then right when he gets to his height, Trinket reaches up and bites him as hard as he can and lashes him around like a dog with a toy.
Yeah.
Okay. As you slam it on the ground, the smoke billows out around it and dissipates for a moment, where as opposed to its obscured form, you now have a very clear view of its physical body, just a little bit of smoke trailing about where its lower torso and legs would be, as it kind of its arms reach out, and it looks up, its head shaking as the purple cracks are rising up its body. It looks up straight into the face of Trinket, who snarls and just lunges out, clamping onto its face and tearing upward, a tail arcing in the air.
Have a seat in this chair like a normal human.
You can give that back to me.
Go.
I keep giving you mail.
Okay. What is going on? Okay.
Guys.
So at this time, you guys have people are gathered around now. You guys all take your places at the table. You have to kind of, put your feet planted. Everyone kind of pushing elbow to elbow. You guys sit down amongst yourselves in a cluster, and you eventually guide over as your fourth at the end of your group. Your polymorph bear friend, who's still like kind of messing with his manly ham hands.
Disqualified!
You're looking around the side. You aren't the only ones. A number of other individuals have dropped out now, and you're down to 5 people at the table that are still eating, one of which is Trinket, who finishes the second pie.
Go, Trinket!
And it's like kind of smearing it across the face. It's getting all in the beard, and like some of it's dribbled down into the chest hair. It's a pretty terrifying sight. Third pies are slammed down on the table. Poof, poof, poof. These last 5 individuals and Trinket have Trinket roll another Constitution saving throw.
On Trank.
Come on, Trink.
Trank.
You want to inspire him?
Get that Trink.
You're adding your modifier, right?
Almost a 20.
13.
You're adding the modifier, right?
What modifier?
Is Constitution modifier? Does he have one?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Okay.
3.14.
All right, so
Nice.
Thank you.
this time everyone finishes this last pie. 2 of the individuals end up having to just duck out and have to run off out of the crowd. 3 of them make it through. Trinket just barely finishes the third pie and is like, it gives you that look of like,
Buddy, you can keep doing it. I'll give you,
Yeah.
I know, I got nothing. You'll get a nice nap. You can have the bed tonight and I'll sleep on the floor.
looks over and another pie is sent down. The 4th round of pies go down. The last 3 and Trinket go into it. Make another Constitution saving throw for Trinket.
Okay.
What was it almost?
It was almost a fucking 15. 15.
A 15
Yeah.
total.
Yeah.
Oh no.
The last set of pies finish. 2 of the remaining 3 end up getting up partway through the pie, and one of them just vomits off to the side. The other one just stops and steps up and walks away, going and spits out whatever stuff in his mouth and his hands, and kind of like is re-examining his life.
I'm quit.
The other remaining gentleman finishes the pie and is like sweat down his face. You see a little bit of like a chin strap beard he has is just covered in various bits of crust. It's an awful appearance, and Trinket finishes with the last bits of the pie.
Ooh, I feel so guilty right now.
Why is he so good at being sad?
I know. Don't be sad there.
300 gold. 300 gold.
It's just 100 gold.
500.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, a persuasion check to
Yeah.
shrink it.
Yeah.
So he'll keep eating. Oh, buddy. 15.
15. Trinket looks to you and is like,
I love you.
You're like a toddler sent Tiara's mom right now.
I know. This is the worst. I'm the
Looks
worst
down.
mom.
Yes.
I'm
and
the
it's
worst mom.
across the table. The gentleman who's also there scoots over right in front and goes, "May the best man win." Trinket goes,
Get angry. Eat angry.
and you're back for a second with a bit of pies just spattering across him from the growl, and
Trinket, make an intimidation check.
2 pies brought down in front. These are not fruit pies. These are meat pies.
Oh, that's so wrong.
That's okay. Trinket likes meat way more than fruit.
The man goes.
Does he? I don't think he does.
And Trinket goes.
Is it a salmon pie? He likes fish.
Constitution saving throw.
With advantage because it's meat?
Because it's salmon. It's a salmon pie, and he loves salmon.
Hold on. There do appear to be hints of fish inside. I will grant you advantage on this saving throw.
Okay.
Come on, gold dice.
Fucking balls,
Wow.
mother bitch.
Advantage.
Advantage?
I did roll it with advantage. 11.
11. Okay. Both of them dive into their pies, coasting through. At a certain point, Trinket kind of stops and breathes heavily in the pie. You can see bits of it kind of over the edge just from the nostril flare. Looks up at you.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay.
I instinctively move behind Vex.
The gentleman across the way looks up as well and is like, They both dive into the pies together again, slowly trying to make their way through, and then at a moment they both kind of look up at each other in the eyes and they make a connection between the two of them. There's a look of sudden fear and realization hits both of them. They both sit up, and with but a moment's notice, the two bakers set down 2 pails to their side as both of them simultaneously just
Okay.
buckets, losing simultaneously, at which point both of them kind of raise their other hand mid-expulsion, going, "We have a tie for the victory!
Okay.
Both winners lasted quite a ways! Splitting the pot, that's 50 gold each! Everyone cheers.
I
call
dropped my
Trinket?
I call
polymorph.
Trinket.
Okay, Trinket leaps out of your necklace and lands right beside you and just roars. Up to the spirit. The spirit pulls back. Roars back. And Trinket is so tiny by comparison. It's like up to the elbow.
Cute.
But Trinket lashes out at the giant bear, just leaps up towards it, pushes into it, and kind of starts tearing at its throat. The giant bear takes Trinket with one claw and slams him into the ground. Trinket rolls and gets back up. You can see a little blood at the corner of its mouth and just lunges again. This time jumping up onto the bear's back and clawing up onto its top of its torso.
Trinket!
The bear kind of.
He's pretty cool.
The bear head looks up at Trinket, now gnawing onto its hide, seemingly to no real effect. And the bear just reaches up and grabs Trinket and plucks him off the side and sets it down next to you. The bear now begins to speak in the language of bears, which only you can understand at this moment. It says, "You walk with this one. Is she your charge?" And Trinket voices back. You hear the up to the bear as you hear coming out. "She is everything. Her life is mine. You take her, you take me, or we walk on and remember you as a kind soul." The giant bear looks down. "Very well. If you were at her side, I take your charge as well." And the spirit bear steps forward, passing through you, and passing through Trinket's form, and what feels like this rush of warm air, and then disperses into a series of sparkles. You watch the energy slowly drift down and fade into the ground around you, and everything gets quiet. The trees slowly creak back and open the perimeter of this forest around you, leaving you alone. And Trinket comes up and kind of licks your face.
He's having a singular experience for a bear, though.
It's fun, buddy. Oh God. No. I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals on him. Trinket.
Pass out a trace. This is before or after pass out a trace?
Oh, she's
No,
casting
I'm
Pass
doing
Without a
Pass
Trace.
Without a
I'm
Trace.
casting Speak with Animals.
That's right.
Trinket. Everything's fine. You're just underwater.
It's very wet.
It is.
What's going on?
We're gonna be swimming for a while. You're gonna make me cry, dear. We're gonna be swimming for a little while, alright? Do you feel okay with this?
Down in your baby.
He can breathe, just breathe in. It's just like land, only not.
Kind of lands in the sand, kind of looks around very nervously. Looks at one of the nearby kind of floating pieces of weird errant plant matter and
Yeah. We're good. Are you alright? Alright.
okay.
Just giving you a heads up. You may be turned into a whale in a little bit.
What is a whale?
You'll be really, really big. And you'll be able to swim a lot better, alright? Just remember to follow my lead. And I'm gonna hang on to you when you are a whale, alright?
Okay.
Okay,
I
I love
trust
you.
you.
I trust you too. I love you.
Love you.
I'm proud of you.
Okay.
I love him so much. I love him.
Finally comes in as the blood is pumping and the adrenaline's hitting you. You felt so warm and you're sweating. At that point, as you're breathing in heavily, you feel the biting cold of the air hitting your lungs. And at that point, the adrenaline begins to subside. And you notice your breath is showing up. And it is a very cold, low mist night now emerging within the forest.
I walk up and I scratch Trinket on the head.
Mm-hmm.
You did real good there, bud. We're not dead.
Mm-hmm.
And I cast Cure Wounds on myself.
All right.
And then I walk over and try to find a fucking trophy on this guy.
Okay. You walk over and you find, indeed, the creature is laid out. It is dead. It is cold. The arrows sticking out of the back. The final blow seems to have hit a very core nerve center of its back. So carve whatever trophy you wish of its body.
I'm just gonna cut his hand off.
Okay. So you eventually pull out a small dagger and
I'm just gonna cut his hand off. No
hack
big.
the hand off. It takes you a little while, but you do manage to get it. And the hand alone probably weighs almost as much as you do.
Jeez.
As big as an ostrich.
This was maybe the wrong sort of trophy to grab. Okay.
Trinket walks over and takes it up in his jaw.
Wow. You're really strong. Did you know that?
Merge to the part of the sand, and you think you're home free.
Yeah.
You stop hearing Trinket's footfalls. Whack! Leapt and just impacts you on the sand, and both of you just tumble end over end through the sand. Eventually, you land flat on your back, and Trinket pounces on top of you. Your breath, as your chest gets closed in,
I immediately
and just right up in your face, just pinning you down, going.
I immediately start doing this.
What is that?
This is me rubbing his tummy.
Don't fall for a trinket.
You are pinned by a very heavy bear, and to the point where even just breathing is like.
You hear from under the bear. I have been here before, and I will be here again.
Trinket over there is on the side, just kind of arms, kind of playing pillow to the mouth.
Okay, bud.
It's plan B.
If you fuck this up, Scanlan. I cast. Oh, I don't have any more spells, do I? To do
If
it.
you fuck this up, she'll let you fight.
He can understand me. I just can't understand him. With my speak with animals. Shit.
Tell him to just shake his head.
Okay. Oh, it's first level. I have a first level left. Okay. Okay. Here's the thing. Scanlan wants to turn you into something that flies.
You hear this slight squeak of a bear fart in his direction.
Good job. Yeah. Would you be willing to? Are you okay with that for the actual big bat? I mean, you could be up close and personal with fucking Vecna.
Trinket walks up to you now. His fully grown form is, a good 1.5 feet taller than you at the shoulders, and kind of comes up and gets really close and then just butts his head against yours.
Oh, buddy.
And then licks the side of your face.
Yeah.
And sits back.
Oh. He's okay. You can do it. Don't hurt him.
Okay.
It's a plan B. It's a plan B.
Turn around. Hear a few cracks of branches. And there's a crowd of other bears.
just seems to have been watching the whole time. There's a panda. That just kind of waves.
Hey. Can we speak English?
Yeah. You can speak to each other, and you can, like, kind of mumble through words to humans.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can kind of...
Hey, you.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Oh, me? I'm Peddy Tuckspin. I'm new to these parts. I come from, somewhere else. But I've been walking around, checking it out. I like the place.
All right. You seem a little fish out of water, but...
What's your name?
They call me Trinket.
You a girl?
I'm a member of Vox Machina, saviors of this land to Taldore and beyond. You show me some respect.
I just look at his junk. Hey, it's not a girl.
Who are you untrustworthy lot, too, to be with this guy?
Hey, my name is Cookie. I'm a bear. This is my brother, Waffle.
How you doing?
Yeah, we just rolled into town. Just picked up this guy along the way. We don't speak for him. We don't not gonna give him any credit right now. He seems like an okay guy.
You guys are all just hanging out here at the edge of the Bramblewood for no reason.
Well, man, we heard this town's got the good shit.
There's been talk.
You may have heard right. All right, 3 new bears. 3 large-sized normal bears.
There's another guy. There's one more guy.
I look around and I only see the 3 bears.
Yeah, there's one more.
I'm a little smaller.
Kind of peeks out from behind Peddy Tuckspin.
I'm not really a bear. I'm a honey badger. My name is Liam Las Vegas. I'm on a bender. That's it.
A honey bender?
I'm on a honey bender. I'm here with you lads.
Strictly for the honey. Don't let his personality defects fool you. He's a top man. Top man knows his business.
I mean, he's a total asshole, but he's really good at his work.
He's good at what he does when he can do it.
Started out as a bottom man. Now I'm a top man.
Worked his way to the middle mostly.
Yeah, he's straight. Come on.
All right.
I got it. Well, what do we do with his body? Someone's gonna see it.
We get the Rillo
Yeah,
flyer.
you get the flyer, you wheel it, get it in. You are now into the front tavern bar room of the Sun-Kissed Inn.
Act casual.
He's a valid point. There's the body of the guy who's unconscious. He just crushed. I go ahead and take the body and look for the window of the balcony we were just jumping down from, and just try and just ragdoll him up into it.
That's fucking awesome.
Like full
Mel Brooks shit right there.
arms and legs out, like full on
Red Dead Redemption.
What do I roll for that?
Sit on the seesaw.
Bear?
Bear.
I guess. I don't know.
That's totally something a bear would do. Fling a man through a window.
No. You failed.
That was a 6.
And his twisted pretzel body goes 2 miles, floating 5 feet above the ground.
You kind of miss, and he kind of goes and lands on the roof of the storage room next door.
Close enough. In fact, I reach over and grab one of the little side bags they usually tie to me to carry stuff, and I pull out one of the lock picks that Vex keeps stored on my side as a backup.
Okay.
And with my dexterous thief Trinket giant bear paws, try and maneuver these tiny little
The wire is thin as a blade of grass.
Yeah.
It's like trying to hold a cup with boxing gloves on. I'm just like.
Countless hours you have practiced in the middle of the night, just trying to learn how to pick a lock. Prove us, Trinket.
All right.
Prove to us that you can.
Yes.
The whole thing kind of snaps from the inside because you're a bear, but it successfully goes.
Mommy taught me good.